Yo, 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 it's your boy Q, live with Q at 2 on WNYO 88.9 FM. And as you guys know, I did tell you we were going to have Yo-Yo here today. So, without further ado, introducing West Coast's very own first female MC, the multi-talented and always beautiful Grammy-nominated artist, Miss Yolanda Yo-Yo Whitaker. Are you there?
My name is Yo-Yo. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Good. First of all, I want to say thank you very, very much for actually, doing the show for me. I appreciate that.
Oh, my pleasure, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
No problem. So, let's get to it. You got a new EP coming out, correct?
Yes.
Now,
My Journey to Fearless Black Butterfly.
My Journey to Fearless Black Butterfly. First, tell us when that comes out.
My Journey to Fearless Black Butterfly, the EP is being released the end of April.
Okay.
And the single is, you can download the single right now on my website, yoyofearless.com.
Right.
And so we're independently moving units.
Sweet. So now we're going to play that for you later on. We're going to have you introduce that one more time for us later. But who's on the EP with you? I know you got a lot of people that you collaborated with on this.
Yes, I'm working with some platinum producers and some platinum artists. Missy, some producers, DJ Toomp, DJ Quick, Eric Sermon. I'm working with artists Raheem Devon,
Okay.
CeeLo. I haven't worked with, what's her name?
Carrie Hilson.
Carrie Hilson was
on.
supposed to be on the single with me, but unfortunately we released our single at the same time, so we'll have to catch back up with that one.
Okay. Well,
But I think the album is working out. Teddy Riley is producing on the album.
Okay, so you guys are still adding more on as you go.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's an EP, but by the time we narrow down to our 6 downloads, we're going to have a awesome project.
Okay, now what's the difference between an EP and an LP?
An EP is 6 songs, and an album is 10 or more.
Okay, cool. So did you have a good time while getting back into the groove? Because, when's the last time the last album come out?
Well, I actually worked on a album with Matthew Knowles, Music World.
Okay.
That was released through iTunes.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a couple of years ago.
Okay.
But independently, this is my first time, and for a first big album, I think it's been a while.
Nice. Now you're still performing. Obviously, we saw you on BET Hip Hop Awards a couple months ago.
Yeah.
How was that working with the ladies of hip hop?
Well, anytime you get a chance to work with the women, it's wonderful because we rarely do it.
Right.
So it was a wonderful experience to get together, and especially with Salt and Pepper, whom I've never performed with.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, and one of my role models coming up as a hip hop artist. It was wonderful. I always work with MC Light. Seeing Rage out there doing her thing was wonderful. Just a wonderful experience. I wish Queen Latifah could have graced the stage. Unfortunately, her mom was sick.
Oh, yeah. See, I was looking at that. I'm like, man, it would have been cool to have Queen Latifah come out and do Unity. That would have been hot right there.
Well, that was the plan.
That was? Oh,
that was the plan.
So y'all should have had me produce that. I would have been all over it.
That was the plan, but unfortunately, we still made it happen and gave some love to her. So. Okay,
cool. Shout out to them. Now, you say you work with MC Light on a lot. You also collaborate with her on some philanthropy work, right?
Yes. We have an organization, Let Your Light Shine Youth Foundation, which is the baby of the Intelligent Black Women's Coalition, which I started back in '90. And the Let Your Light Shine Foundation has 2 programs, the Daydream Project, where we take kids to 4 times a year on day excursions, and Camp Destiny, we take them to camp every year.
Cool. So that's just you guys' way of just giving back, right?
Yeah, staying connected to the community, and after you've been in it so long, that's what it's all about.
That's what's up. Now, speaking of which, when you were growing up, look, the lines are buzzing right now. They want to talk to you, yo. I don't know what's going on. I'm not gonna let y'all talk. Hold on for a second. So, when you were growing up, did you always want to be a hip hop artist, or what was your goal growing up? What did you really want to be?
Growing up, I thought I was going to be a psychologist at first, and then going into journalism, and but entertainment was always in my blood. I've been entertaining and performing and being in performing arts programs. I started early, so I just knew I had that entertainment bone in my body. So the fact that I landed in hip hop was incredible because it was just like poetry in motion. And when I met Ice Cube, it just became a career.
So how did you link up with Ice Cube? Did he seek you out, or did you seek him out, or how did that happen?
Actually, I used to do a lot of performing in Los Angeles, a lot of talent shows and events, especially at my high school, Washington Prep here in Los Angeles. And some guys that were part of his crew, the Lynch Mob, T-Bone, who was his best friend at that time, told him about, Cube was looking for an artist, a female artist. He told him about me. And Cube and I hooked up, and we started working together and writing together. And before I knew it, we were taking that trip to New York to see Sylvia Rhone to get signed with Atlantic Records.
Cool. So now the first song you guys collaborated on was what? Bonnie and Clyde?
Was It's a Man's World.
It's a Man's World. Okay.
It's a man's world. Yep, it's a man's world, but it wouldn't be a damn thing without a woman's touch.
Okay, true that.
Or a big butt, no.
But then, okay, now a year later, right, you come out with You Can't Play With My Yo-Yo. Now, I just played that right before you called, so it was perfect timing.
Wow.
So you came out with that, and it went to #1 on the R&B charts, right?
Yes.
And then just last year, it was number 92 on VH1's 100 Greatest Hip Hop Songs of All Time. How does that make you feel?
Still around, still strong, still going strong.
That's what's up.
Hip hop is here to stay. That's for one thing.
Cool. Now that's a great segue because I was going to ask you, how do you feel about the state of hip hop right now? I mean, you got so many artists doing so many things. You got your 50 Cents, your Soulja Boys, and your Jay-Z's, your Commons. How do you feel as a hip hop artist? One of the pioneers, seeing today how everybody's working in that mode.
I'm excited about it. I think that hip-hop has grown so much. We always talk about how we didn't know if hip-hop was here to stay. Of course, now we do, and to see so many different varieties of hip-hop. Well, not as much as we would like to see right now. Mm-hmm. But I think all the protesting of not seeing enough of the range of artists is really bringing Common to the forefront. I mean, Kanye West is ruling it right now. So you are getting a chance to see more diversity in hip hop. I mean, I sit on the board for the Grammys when they're trying to decipher what song is going to go up and what section are we going to place it in. And right now they don't know if it's rap sing, if it's what kind of hip hop is it. So I think hip hop is coming around to having its own genres of music.
Great. Now, do you think, obviously, as being a hip-hop artist, you want to see it go the test of time. And like, rock and roll, you see a lot of these legends still going on, still going strong, touring, and getting, a lot of people to actually come and attend their tours. Do you feel that you're one of those artists that could be, touring the world and just doing what you do? Of
course. I mean, I've been touring ever since, and it's been nonstop my entire career. I can say my career has been music. Of course, I've made some detours and done television and TV shows and hosted and radio and all these other different avenues that I've went down. But of course, it's still open, and it's so much room for women in hip hop right now because it's still very few of us.
Right. So, good point. Now, what do you think about the ladies of hip hop now? Obviously, you talk about a lot of conscious things. There are some hip hop artists who, not so much, but they talk about sexuality, and that's cool. That's what they do. I mean, what do you feel today about female hip hop artists?
I love it. I love the fact that the truth will set you free. Be who you are. If that's the way you want to express your art, then go ahead and express your art, but just be true to who you are.
Wow.
And I think that I love women, to be able, it's so hard to find that happy medium. Everybody's so extreme, and including me. I was, one way one time and another way another time, but I'm finding that happy medium where I'm happy to be able to talk about my sexuality, to have a variety of music, which is wonderful. Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown, they open up another door for women who's not afraid to show their sexual side or to be, sexy on the album. And it's okay because you have it in every form of music.